one for around hip and back work. Particularly if you've been sitting all day. This is stuff that I do. I mean, you're getting a bit sore, you know, in the top of the glute there and in the lower part of your lumbar spine. Some real simple ones that I would do, because you've got to think of, if you're sitting down, that part of your main foundation is switching completely off, and so is this. And while, you know, we need to sit to, you know, do the work and then sort of rest, the problem is, for doing it for so long, things switch off, and because we sit so long, the body actually gets used to just switching off, and so the areas become weaker, and they also become problematic because areas then have to compensate for weakness. So a real simple one would be single leg glute raises. So I like to do this one because I can set this for the first leg at about 90 degrees here. I can keep the weight centralized, and I'm going to drive off the heel and keep the foot close to me. From here, I want to think of tucking my tailbone under me. So drive, and when I do that and have that movement there, I'm going to get a lot more activation to the glute. I'm also going to get into the hamstrings as well. So from there, I can go down and then drive up in that movement pattern. If I don't do that, and I think of, oh yeah, we're going to single leg glute raise and go to do that, now that's become real hamstring dominant, and I'm using a lot of my back extensors there, rather than tuck that under me, the tailbone, and keep that closer and drive up there. I'm going to get a little bit more push through the glute, which is what you want. From there, we can do things such as a 90-90 in rotation. So we can do a 90 and we can incorporate like a fold, that sort of thing, and then, you know, hinging off the heels and rotating over. And so that sort of thing really helps a lot with freeing up the hips, if they're getting tight. Things like internal rotation there, so the foot is planted and I rotate the leg down. If you can't get that range, it doesn't matter. You can still, you know, it's working in your own ranges to start freeing up the body. From there, you can do simple things such as like, I don't know, a butterfly stretch. You can incorporate more of a movement there by hinging more from the back. So, you know, I hold my toes, I keep the back straight, and I think of pulling myself in, and then I'm hinging over. That sort of thing helps, and of course, doing things such as foam rolling as well. Rightio, so I've got some equipment, and I say, yeah, we can use stuff like a foam roller, a Duro ball, or, you know, traditional foam roller. And you go, well, I actually don't have any equipment, but I've got myself a tennis ball. So while these are, you know, way better, the tennis ball can still be used into getting into the top round of where the glute is, and also where the femur joint is, there on the hip. So you can use the tennis ball to do a bit of rolling. If you haven't done much rolling before, that will be a little bit sore, and that's just a good way to sort of free things up. Look, the tennis ball honestly isn't going to be the best tool for the job. The problem is with tennis ball, it's very squishy, and so what will happen is you'll just start squashing the ball, and then because of that, it actually will start digging into you more and more gets comfortable. That's where things like a proper roller come in handy, because they're not going to squish, and they're actually going to do a better job for what you need to help free up the body. So there you go. Those would be probably my little simple tips there for, you know, keeping the back strong, keeping the back happy, keeping the glutes happy from sitting all day. Alright, so we can go into your cat-cow, very classic back mobility exercise. So your knees and hands are about shoulder width apart. So I'm going to push the spine up, I'm going to tuck my chin under me, and then I'm going to sink the belly towards the ground, and then I'm going to extend the neck upwards. So push the spine, tuck the chin, sink the belly, extend the head. Yeah. So run through that. Things such as like a child's pose. We can look at, you know, the right arm in line with the left knee and create a nice sort of back stretch there, and we can rotate with that as well. That's going to get more through the lats, not so much into the back there. The good one for the back that we can do is things where we are lying on the ground and we can cross the leg over the body, and then we want to think of lying back. So in that position, you want to be relaxed, you want to slow the breathing down, because you want to think of doing your best to keep your back and your shoulder, or this part, on the ground, or your hand on the ground as well. Now if you can't get that range and you're rather high, over time, well, that should start to feel if you keep practicing it. So a key part for the stuff is, well, I don't have the time to do it. If you literally set 5 to 10 minutes of your day to do it, it doesn't even have to be 5 minutes. You could knock out most of that stuff within like 2 minutes. A couple of glute raises, some cat-cow movement patterns, just a little bit of rolling, that would definitely help.